Hey guys, AYT here, and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys' day is going well. Mine definitely is, and today we're going to be continuing what if Deku was the 11th user. So if I remember correctly, last time we left off with, well, yeah, Izuku asking Mei out on a date, and yeah, running off to the entrance exam. So we're gonna start from the front of the, we're gonna start from the start of the practical entrance exam. Yeah, so everyone was readied up, and I'm gonna say Bakugo and Deku didn't have an interaction until Heroes versus no, until the first time Deku walks into 1A. So yeah, So Deku is, he's getting ready, and so sorry, I think his name's President Mike. President Mike, he says go, and they all start. Izuku's 30%. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. If I haven't, then I apologize. But Izuku's 30% is stronger than one for all 30%. So even with him just using one for all 30%, it's still stronger than normal one for all. Yeah. So Izuku, I'm gonna skip the practice exam because just he comes second. I'm gonna say he comes second because, well, it's only 30%, even though it may be stronger than all for one, one for all 30%. It's still only 30%. So yeah, so Izuku, he passes. He comes in second, and I'm gonna say he waits for a week before the letter comes in, and during this week he's chilling. He does do some training, but not a lot. So eventually, oh my goodness, can you guys hear that breeze? Like, if you talk, oh no, let me check this. So yeah, after a week, the letter comes, and the family, the Midoriyas sit down. Momo, when they open the letters, Momo gets a projection of, I'm gonna say, Mount Lady. Momo gets a projection of Mount Lady, and um, Izuku gets a projection of All Might. So then, it comes to the we come to the first day of 1A. First day of 1A. We come to the first day of, actual UA, and everyone's pretty excited. Bakugo and Ida still have that argument that they have in canon, and Izuku, he doesn't. Does he do anything about it in the canon? I don't remember. If he doesn't, then he doesn't do anything. Anyway, so Izuku, when he sees Bakugo, and when Bakugo sees him, Bakugo's more shocked, and he's kind of angry. He's like, "How did you get in?" Oh, jeez, that was way too loud. He's like, "How did you get in?" And Izuku doesn't hear him, so he's just like, one. He puts his hand near his ear, like what someone would do if they were mocking you. And Bakugo took it like this, so then he shouted, "Damn it, Deku! How did you get in?" And he jumps and throws an explosion at Izuku, which Izuku, from his training, he easily dodges. And I'm gonna say that Izuku he can keep 15% on at all times. Like 30% is tiring, but 15%, like, he can keep it on for like 12 hours at a time. 12 hours at a time, that almost. Basically, he can keep it on all day, like forever, basically. So he puts about 5% in his legs, and he dodges it, and then you know Ida's trying to stop it. Everyone's kind of shocked and confused at what's going on, and oh my goodness, what the hell? Ow! Fucking hell! That actual fucking hurt. Okay, so yeah, so Ida eventually gets a hold on Bakugo, and Izuku takes his chance to Detroit smash him in the stomach, which it wins Bakugo badly. Like, Bakugo's having trouble walking. If you don't know what being winded feels like, it's not a nice experience. So yeah, that happens, and I'm gonna say Aizawa was in the bath, bathroom. What am I on about? Aizawa was underneath the tables, just watching this, and he slithers from under the tables in a yellow sleeping in his signature yellow sleeping bag. That should be his hero suit. I actually love to see that in his hero suit. So yeah, he comes in and he's just like, "All right, students, settle down. All right, my name is Shoto. No, Shoto. Oh my goodness, I'm thinking of the YouTuber Shoto Aizawa. My name is Aizawa. You, however, have to call me Mr. Aizawa or Aizawa Sensei, if you will. All right. Since you lot don't get the privilege of going to orientation, we're gonna go straight outside and do the quirk evaluation tests. Anyone who has a problem with this can speak to me about it after school. So, Ochako, was it Ochako? Yeah, Ochako, she doesn't end up asking the question because, ain't nobody want to be staying home on the first day of school. So, yeah, they do the quirk evaluation test. Izuku, he he almost throws the ball, but as in canon, Aizawa, Aizawa erases his quirk and, says what he says, and Izuku puts 30% in his finger, and the ball goes, let's say, 1 kilometer. Kilometer. I don't know how much it actually goes. If it's less, then I don't know. I'm gonna say okay, 1.2 kilometers. It goes 1.2 kilometers. So Aizawa, he says 1.2 kilometers, and Izuku comes in second behind Ochako because she gets infinite. That happens. So uh yeah, we're gonna skip to the just before the heroes, like a should I say 15 day 15. I don't know how long. Okay, yeah, a week. So Izuku, Aizawa tells them about the thing about the heroes versus villains, and Izuku um does the he puts up what the hell happened to my? Am I bleeding? The hell? I hope that's not my blood. But anyway, yeah. So Izuku, Aizawa tells them about the heroes versus villains and about the hero suits, and Izuku designs his hero suit. I'm going to put a picture of what Izuku's hero suit will look like. So let me do that now. Let me do that now. Yep. Okay. So here's the picture on screen of what Izuku's hero suit will kind of look like. Yeah, so that happens. And he goes to May, and they meet up. He asks her to do hero suit, and I'm gonna say May does a little more than she does for the other ones. So she adds in things that she thinks will help Izuku. Cause I'm gonna say she doesn't really know about One for All. Kind of. She doesn't she kind of knows about it, but kind of doesn't. You'll see what I mean later on. So yeah, she adds a few things like a. If you guys have ever seen Avengers, Edith, like the computer that Iron Man or Tony Stark has in his Iron Man suit. So she kind of adds that to his suit. So yeah, um, that happens. So she adds a little more than what Deku asked. And when it comes to the heroes versus villains, it's Izuku and it's gonna definitely be against Bakugo. I'm not gonna make it with it. Is I'm gonna say Izuku and Todoroki. Yeah, Izuku and Todoroki. So I'm gonna say Todoroki in this one. He doesn't hate Endeavor, and because it's a new generation, he can. If I didn't mention what he can do, then I'm gonna say now he can mix his fire and ice. So like he can make like an ice beam and surround it in fire, or fire beam and surround it in like icy kind of energy that freezes things around it, freezes things around it. So that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Izuku and Todoroki versus Bakugo and Ida. So I'm gonna say Baku Izuku already has a plan. He just says, "I'll deal with Bakugo, and you go deal with Ida." So you know, Deku, he goes up the stairs and he looks around, trying to well spot the spot Boom Boy. I'm gonna call him Boom Boy. He tries to spot Boom Boy, and Bakugo comes up from behind him and explodes him in the back. This sends Izuku flying forwards into a wall, but instead of Izuku letting himself get, you know, bashed into a wall, he activates 15% in both legs equals 30%. So yeah, he activates that and jumps off to the wall straight to Bakugo, who I'm gonna say Bakugo is more skilled in this one because he's not as cocky, so he's more skilled. Not as skilled as Izuku, but he's still skilled. So, but Izuku obviously he doesn't know this, and Bakugo he grabs Izuku, he dark strike, and when Izuku's on top of him, he like grabs Izuku's shirt and like throws him over so that Izuku back lands on the floor, kind of, and then a kind of big no. An average crater is in the ground, and Izuku, he's surprised because, he didn't think Bakugo would know how to do any of this. And then Bakugo, he goes to explode Izuku, but Izuku parries away his hand, and Detroit smashes him. No, I'm gonna say Delaware Flick. It's called Delaware Smash, I don't know why, but it's Flick. So he Delaware flicks him, and the air pressure sends Bakugo up to the. I'm gonna say there's 5 floors. It sends him up to the 4th floor. Izuku immediately gets up straight after flicking him and jumps, headbutting Bakugo in the stomach, and then he like pushes his head off him, and then I'm gonna say he flicks again. So that's 2 fingers broken, and then he like I'm gonna say he knows his shoot style at the moment, so he overhead kicks Bakugo back into the floor. If you guys like are kind of just like, why is he going over like the fight scenes? Honestly, it looks so much cooler if I could animate. It really would. So that happens, and Bakugo's not knocked out, but he's kind of, I'm gonna say he's immobilized for about 10 seconds, which gives Izuku enough time to charge up a Detroit Smash, and he smashes him. Yeah, so after that is Bakugo's, he's knocked out, unconscious, and Izuku, after finishing his job, I'm gonna say because he used one for all and spread it throughout his bodies in quick succession, whilst also using it at max. So his body's kind of tired out. He faints, and the last thing he hears is "Heroes win," and yeah. So I'm gonna skip to. I don't know whether to skip to USJ or not. I don't know whether to skip to USJ or not. Yeah. You know what? I'll skip to USJ. This is gonna go way past USJ to like things that aren't canon. So yeah, that happens. So Izuku, he goes. Oh, what am I on about? About 2 four, 4 weeks later. 4 weeks later. 4 weeks later, the USJ thing. I'm gonna say the villains don't don't attack until the second day they're there. I'm gonna say they stay there for a week, even after the villain attack, but they don't attack until the second day. So Izuku and them lot are training, and they see a portal. Kirishima's just like, wow, they even have realistic villains. And Aizawa immediately notices this, because I'm gonna say Aizawa's been here before too. So he immediately knows, well, Ray's been here before, so he immediately notices this isn't real. No, what am I on? This isn't fake. And he tells 13 to get the rest of the children back. And I'm gonna say Hiroshi Hiroshi comes, and he uses his dragon quirk, because Hiroshi's quirk's a dragon quirk. So he uses his dragon quirk to try and fend off Shigaraki's range. No, Shigaraki. It would be great grandchild, wouldn't it? It would. Great grandchild. Yeah. So Shigaraki Tomura's. Oh, why am I saying Shigaraki? I meant Tomura. Ah, um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just say great child, great grandchild. So Tomura's great grandchild. He's there. Basically, everyone who's there in canon is there. Just imagine their great grandchildren, kind of. So the great grandchildren are there, and they're waiting for them. They're just like, oh, wow. It's just like, fake villains, and oh, we ain't fake, boy. We're real. And the heroes, well, the children start running back, and Izuku, since he has a even more passion to become a hero than he does in the, you know, than he does in, ah, yeah, than he does in canon. He stays, and he tries to fight. He tries to fight. So Hisashi is currently fighting the Nomu, and the Nomu was, I'm gonna say this is a high-end Nomu, so not just like the low Nomu that they bought in. This is a high-end Nomu, so Hisashi's getting his ass beaten, like he is getting beaten the shit out of, and Izuku, he doesn't like the look of this, and I'm gonna say that this is the first time he manages to channel all his all one throughout his whole body. So now he unlocks like what would be full cowling, but since different generation, I'm gonna call it synergy one for all. So it's called Sofa. You'll see what's called synergy soon. So when he unlocks this, I'm gonna say he he's strong, like he's really strong, but the high end gnome is still a bit stronger than him. So he looks inside of his soul for like power. He's looking into his soul for power, and he finds it, and it's like in the form of like a black kind of liquid. So he like reaches out for it and grabs it, and it becomes like a light, and it goes over his body. So like, if you guys don't know what quirk this is a black wit quirk, but it's like enhanced because of generation. So he Izuku, like his body has been consumed by like a black liquid, and Izuku's now like, when he moves so fast that a sonic boom behind him forms, and he punches the higher Nomu, and when the punch also creates a sonic boom, and the higher Nomu goes flying back into the wall. So the villains, they see this, and they're shitting themselves. They're just like, wait, why does a kid have this much power? We weren't expecting this. And they're Tomura's telling Kurogiri to start opening up the portal. Izuku, ah yeah, Izuku looks like adult Gon. Like when Gon transforms into adult Gon, it looks like that right now because his black whip's out of control. So he looks like that, and he looks towards Tomura, and he blitzes towards him, and just he grabs his fist and shoves it into Tomura's stomach. So it doesn't just you know wind him or hurt him; it goes straight through his stomach. Like his hand, Deku's hand is has gone straight through Tomura's stomach. So Tomura's like shocked and blood starts spraying out everywhere. And then Izuku's he his black whip then creates spikes and they just impale they impale like Tomura coming from all directions, from like through his mouth, his eyes, his heart and everything. And all the heroes are they're really scared. Like they were just like, wait, did he just kill someone? And everyone's kind of they're shocked and they're scared of Izuku. So even the pro heroes look back, and he expected this because he knows that when he first unlocked his quirk 2, it spiraled out of control, and he almost ended up killing someone. But Izuku, he pretty much killed Tomura. So Tomura, he's dead at this point. No, he's not dead. I'm gonna say he has hyper regeneration. So he's not dead, but he's like in a lot of pain, and his things trying to regenerate, but they can't because I'm gonna say Black Whip has like a eraser kind of quirk. Like it can stop regeneration, and and yeah. So Izuku, he's there. You can't see anything but white eyes, his outline, a black everything but his eyes. And Tomura, he's shocked, he faints, and Izuku then also faints because I'm gonna say that his one for all deactivated, and it went out of control. I'm gonna say that Deku's one for all is called Synergy one for all, but it's also called Surge one for all. So what Surge one for all does, or Synergy Surge one for all, what it does is it when they disappeared, like their soul went into Izuku. So Izuku had all their quirks and all their memories and stuff like that, but he didn't unlock them. They went unlocked. So Izuku, he's soon on. He what am I? What? How should I explain this? Like, so his Surge one for all, it enhances his power by a lot. Like his one for all is so incredibly powerful that if he if he like every time he activates his full cowling or one for all in general, his percentage will go up. So like at the moment it's 30, but now that he's used it for the first time, I'm gonna say that he times it by 10. So now you can use 300%. So each time no, I'm not gonna make it one for all in general. I'm just gonna make it full cowling because if I make it one for all, he'll just be like, whoa, too many numbers. So yeah, when he uses full cowling, it times his percentage by 10, and he can't control how much he uses. So at the moment, he could only use 30. Now he can only use 300. So like, I mean, he kind of can. It is kind of complicated. You like see what I mean as the time goes on. So all of that happens, and Izuku, he's kind of when he wakes up, he's kind of shaken because he remembers what he did, and he does. I'm gonna say that he stays like isolated from everyone else because he's scared of what they'll think, and everyone like the whole class is kind of questioning why they haven't seen Izuku, but they're also kind of thankful that they haven't seen Izuku because like they don't want they're scared of him, like they have pure fear in their eyes whenever like someone brings him up or something. So they're kind of happy that he's not here, but they're kind of suspicious. So I'm gonna say the only people that visited Izuku, I'm gonna say he stayed in the hospital. Yes, that's where he was isolated. So the only people that visited him were May, Izuku's mother, Hisashi, and Momo. Momo didn't do it as much because she was kind of scared of Izuku too, but she did visit him every now and again. So yeah, so when he decided to come out and go into the class again, he was silent, like everyone was just staring at him, kind of not wanting to say something, but wanting to say something, if you know what I mean. So they were all kind of skeptical, anxious about what would happen. So Izuku sat down and things stayed like that for a while. Izuku still has 10 other quirks to unlock, so that's gonna be fun doing. So yeah, Izuku's hero suit is, I'm gonna say Mei adapts his hero suit to fit Black Whip and his one for all now. So yeah, that happens. I think I might just end it here. I mean, there's no. I need to kind of think about what I'm gonna do next. I think they might go on the trip. I'm pretty sure that's like the most. Ah, the big three. Let me do the big three before I end. So the big three do come in. Nejire, Mirio, and that other guy that I don't remember the name of. Big three do come in, and I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think this is. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it was everyone versus the big three, if I remember correctly. If it's not, then I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it's everyone versus the big three. So Izuku, when he uses just normal one for all, because I'm gonna say he knows that Surge is kind of it's very draining. Like, so he notices that and he decides to use Surge or Synergy only when he needs to. You know what? You know what? Screw that. I'm gonna say that he can use Surge and Synergy. So Synergy is when he combines the soul and he adds to their power, and then Surge is when he uses his own power in coordinates. In like when he uses his own one for all, and he uses the one for all of the past users and his own one for one, combines it into one, and then uses their power. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's what Surge and Synergy. They're two different ones. So Izuku, he notices that he can now use 300% without hurting himself. So in fact, nah, I'm gonna just say he knows he can use 300%. He doesn't know how he knows, but he knows he can use 300%. And because it went up by 10, I guess he could so he could use 100% at the moment without hurting himself. Yeah. So he can use 100 without hurting himself. So he gets when the big three versus 1A thing happen, everyone's kind of expecting Izuku to just absolutely destroy them. And the big three did hear about what Izuku did to Tomura, and they're not that scared because I'm gonna say that what was it? Ah, what was his correct cremation? Like go through? Was it just walls, or could he go through anything? I don't remember if it was just walls or he could go through anything. I'm pretty sure he could go through anything. So, is there really a way to like advance that quirk, go through anything? Mm. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Nezure's quirk, I'm pretty sure it's called Spiral. It's just gonna be stronger and faster and a more enhanced version of it. So, if you hear that, I just needed to do something. So, the big so they start Izuku. He activates normal one for all. So he activates 50% in both of his legs, and then he keeps another 50% ready in his in his chest and his torso, just in case it needs to go anywhere. He blitzes towards Mirio first. Which Miro is surprised at the kid's speed, but his reaction time is hella quick. So he immediately reacts and activates his promotion. So when Izuku goes to kick um Mirio, it goes straight through him. Mirio walks to the side, he grabs Izuku's leg and he throws him to the side of the arena. So Izuku's there, he's kind of shocked, and he knew about Mirio's quirk, but he didn't know it was like this powerful. So he's like, okay, so that just makes things nice. And everyone's looking at Mirio and they start to go charge at him too. And yeah, it pretty much goes the same way that it does in canon, except for near the end. So near the end, Izuku's kind of like fed up, and he does the same thing that he did in the entrance exam, where he just looks for um he looks for a power. It randomizes. He can't just. I'm gonna say that his synergy one for all, it randomizes sometimes, and eventually he'll be able to choose. But as of now, it randomizes. So I'm gonna say that he uses his dad. He gets his dad's dragon quirk, and the normal picture which is on screen right now. Yeah, so that's what kind of his like dragon scales look like. So his whole body is basically covered dragon scales. He's got the dragon wings and everything, and everyone's kind of surprised. They're just like, wait, he's a dragon too. So Izuku, he goes up, like flies into the air, and I'm say he opens his mouth, and I don't think I specified what kind of dragon Hisashi is. I'm gonna say Hisashi is a. Oh, that's a hunch. I want to make him a storm dragon, so you can control like wind, lightning, red, water. No, wind. He can control. He has a strong wind like manipulation quirk, a strong lightning manipulation quirk, and I'm gonna say that he has a weaker version, like a weak. Hold on. Yeah, he has a weak water manipulation quirk, so like rain and stuff. So Izuku, he opens his mouth, and I'm gonna say a huge ball, like humongous ball of wind just starts forming, and it starts spinning like it starts rotating, and it's rotating so fast that it has its like own mini gravitational pull. So then lightning, I'm gonna say storm comes and lightning starts shooting down and everything, and it shoots down into the ball. I'm gonna say that all the like lightning from the lightning strike, it starts circulating around the ball too, and then the rain starts pouring down, and I'm gonna say the rain like it goes round it freezes in midair, starts to go behind Izuku, and then it like forms mini spikes of water, like really sharp spikes of water. So Izuku, everyone's like running, is like, whoa, like we gotta go. The force field hero that's there, because I'm gonna say there's one there. So the force field hero, he's just like, get underneath my force field, and the big three, since they think like they're really strong and everything. To be honest, they are. But yeah, so they're Nejire, she readies up a huge spiral too, like a combined one with both of her hands. I don't know what the other guy's name is. Whatever. I don't know. No. I'm just gonna give him a random quirk. I'm gonna say that he has the ability to make like control energy. So No, that's. I'm saying he has an electricity quirk. He has an electricity quirk. Yeah, so he readies up a huge ball of electricity, and they both shoot like Nejire and um the other guy with the electricity quirk. They both shoot their beam or whatever, and then what should I say? Mirio, he like goes down through the floor, so like he's underground right now, and Izuku shoots his ball down, and as soon as the ball and as soon as the Izuku's ball and the two other attacks below like touch, there is a nuclear kind of explosion that's huge, and the amount of power people could feel even within the force field, the amount of power that was like emitting after the explosion. So then I'm gonna say that when the smoke and the lights like dim and clear out, all they see is the big three on the floor, just then knocked out, not severely injured, but then knocked out, and you could see the tired. Um, even you may ask how Mirio was on the floor when he was in the ground. I'm gonna say that Izuku somehow managed to draw him out. Okay, plot. Okay, plot. So yeah, the big three are on the floor. They're oh jeez, they're what should I say? What should I say they are? They're they're unconscious. Why am I saying? Oh my lord, this is so bad. They're unconscious, and he's in the sky, and then he falls unconscious too. This won't happen every time. It's just happening now. Like after he uses the quirk once, so if he gets dragon or back whip again, he won't faint, but he'll feel drained. So that happens, and yeah, I'm gonna end it there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry for not uploading on Tuesday and Monday. And for my schedule, I think I don't think I mentioned this, but I'm going to start uploading 3 videos a week. That is a definite, hopefully. So I'll upload 2 videos of the same what if, and then one of another one. There'll be 4 videos this week though, because I didn't upload 2 last week. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and peace.